Hey, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. So, what's going on with the games industry is that we are hearing reports that Warner Bros. Has reportedly lost $200 million on their live service game Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This game is developed by Rocksteady and it's published by Warner Bros. Games. So, I'm not here to pile on the game and attack it or criticize it, and I absolutely don't want to criticize anyone who has enjoyed the game, but I'm just genuinely interested as to why people don't like the game. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments as to why you didn't like the game, or if you did like it, I'm interested in hearing that, because I haven't played it myself, but I've seen that it has really nice graphics. It's got a ton of different alts for the characters. It has a storyline. So I don't see why people wouldn't like it. It's got diversity, equity, inclusion. So I just don't understand why the game is failing, but it seems as though Warner Brothers will be shutting the game down. They're closing down the servers. They've added an offline mode, which is pretty neat. If the game is still $5, I'll check after I upload this video, and if it's still $5, I might pick it up just to see. But it turns out that they're shutting the game down. They're issuing their final update, so there will be no more updates. So that's a bummer. I don't like seeing games fail, but I do understand that it's important to understand why games fail so that we can improve, so that we can do better, so that if we are making things that people don't like, then we can say, all right, well, we'll do better, we'll improve, we'll make something that people will enjoy. And it's a bummer to see games in this space fail because I really like superheroes. Playing these games is supposed to make you feel like a superhero. Because Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is just not an interesting game to me, it's just boring. I don't have anything to add that conversation, and I would rather discuss something that would be interesting and helpful to you. But I like these games because they make you feel like having superpowers. Do you want to feel like you have superpowers? You know what's basically a superpower? Archery. You can learn archery. Basically, anyone can do archery. I've been to shooting tournaments where an archer only had one arm. He just had his left arm and he used his teeth to draw back the string, and he was shooting well. So basically, almost anyone can do archery. And if you want to learn that, that's basically a superpower. You want to see what you can do with archery? There are many forms and styles of archery. This style of shooting is called instinctive shooting. Instead of holding the arrow back and aiming for a long period of time, the entire process of aiming at a target is already finished by the time the arrow is drawn. This is ideal for hunting at close range, but it is not appropriate for target shooting, during which you would shoot dozens of arrows. This is a diverse activity with history and origins from all around the world. There is so much to learn. Today, I will explain the instinctive style of archery that was passed down through Native Americans, made popular in the mid-1900s through Howard Hill, carried on through his students and friends, and eventually was introduced and passed down to me through my father figure. There are many different ways to shoot a bow. What is most important are the fundamentals. It doesn't really matter how fancy, flashy, fast, or slow your shooting style is, as long as your fundamentals are sound. As long as you have good fundamentals, no matter what style of archery you shoot, you will shoot well and hit your target consistently. If you ignore the fundamentals and focus on style or a rigid, narrow philosophy, you will not be able to hit your target consistently and will only hit that target on occasion, just out of pure luck. If you do this, you put yourself at risk of reinforcing harmful and damaging philosophies and practices. You end up trapping yourself in an echo chamber that reinforces bad habits and bad thought practices. So, to prevent that, to ensure you can hit your target consistently, here are the basic fundamentals of archery. There are 3 basic steps to archery. Swing the bow up, draw the bow, release the arrow. Your shot process, or your form, is the physical means by which you swing the bow up, draw the bow, and release. Your shot process should be repeatable consistently. You must not vary or deviate from your shot process. The most important aspect of that shot process is to bring your arrow hand to an anchor point on your face. Ensure that this is the exact same spot every time. For example, I bring my middle finger to my bottom right canine tooth. This ensures consistency. When you release the arrow, you want a smooth, easy, instantaneous release. Don't pluck or roll the string, just let the string smoothly leave your fingers. Your follow-through on your arrow hand should be easy and relaxed. Don't flourish like an elven archer, unless there are orcs nearby. Your bow hand should remain relaxed. Don't clench the bow tightly, as that will cause you to torque the bow and will make arrows go off to the side. Upon releasing the arrow, don't drop the bow. Support the bow and keep it in place until you see or hear your arrow hit the target. Practice your form at a close distance, about 10 yards, for the first few weeks of practicing archery. Keep aiming at the same spot and don't change the spot at which you are aiming. What is important is getting your arrows to group together. If you keep changing your aiming point, you will never group your arrows. After you are able to consistently group your arrows together in a good grouping, you can adjust your aiming point. As long as you maintain good fundamentals and don't deviate from what works, you can shoot any style of archery. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that and this has been useful to you. If you would like to learn archery and would like to ask me more, please feel free to let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the music, you can download that for free if you are a Patreon supporter. So I'll put the link in the description there. And there's a heap of other free things that you can download, and I'm regularly sharing more. You can feel free to use this music as royalty-free however you like in your projects as well. So please feel free to check that out. I made this music just this morning for this video. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me here today. Take care of yourselves and be well. I'll see you next time.